All right, Shalom. Before I begin this lesson, I want to give all honor, praise, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham Rakah Kwadash, for giving me the spirit and the time to do this lesson. Shalom to you Akwaf that are in order, and Shalom to you Israelites scattered abroad. That means you Israelites that might look like these other nations. You might look like a so-called white man, Chinese man, Arab, or whatever other nation is out there. But if your seed line goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, then you are a Hebrew Israelite regardless of your appearance, because we don't judge according to appearance, all right? Therefore, we ain't the black Hebrew Israelites like people like to call us. We're just the Hebrew Israelites. Now, it's a very sensitive topic, one that, could get this video taken down. So I'll have to upload it first to my test channel that I created a while back. It's a channel to just see if certain videos will stick before I put it on my main channel. And we'll see if this sticks, but who knows? We'll see how the lesson goes, man. But I've got a lot of clips I want to play in this lesson, so this pretty sure it's going to be a lengthy lesson. I've got a few precepts to bring out, and Lord willing, you're edified. Now, the reason I want to touch on this topic is because it's come up that, obviously, Kamala Harris, as people like to call her, she had a rally or something, and basically she had this bus there where you could go in there and have an abortion or a vasectomy. Yeah, so I just want to speak on that, because basically this is targeted toward you Jakes, man. You Israelites, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, predominantly the tribe of Judah, which is you so-called black people. Okay, you're the biggest target out of all the tribes. But this image that you see right here basically shows you an example of how, how women say, my body, my choice. Well, they don't really understand what they're saying, because that body inside their body is another person's body. It's another body. It's not their body. Okay? So you don't have rights over what you do with that body. Okay? It's not an option for you to just throw away that baby because it's an inconvenience to your life, But anyway, before I blabble on, as I tend to do, let me just play this clip real quick.
So y'all don't think it's crazy that Kamala showed up to Chicago with a literal Planned Parenthood bus? If that's not a walk-in altar, I don't know what is. And the thing that gets me every time is the fact that every time it comes down to the Democratic vote, it's always some BS. We never get real answers. We never get real explanations. We never get a real master plan. We don't get anything but what they think appeals to black people, and y'all fall for it every time. Having a Planned Parenthood, a bus outside of a supposed speech for Kamala and the Democratic Party is absolutely demonic. I'm not telling you who to vote for, but what I am telling you is that this election is probably one of the most important elections that we've had in a few decades. Y'all need to start doing y'all research, and also y'all need to take the scales off of your eyes, because that is absolutely malicious. That is absolutely demonic, and it's an agenda. I heard that it was about 3 women to 1 man every 10 minutes of a ratio coming through the bus. The fact that you didn't need a physical, you didn't need a checkup, they barely looked at you, they barely knew you. The fact that you had that access that easily, that is truly like that. The Democratic Party thinks that black people are a joke, and notice that they had it in almost the hood. Like, come on now, I hate to be that person, but can we please wake up? If y'all don't do anything this election, please get out there and vote, period. I told y'all it's the end times, and the devil's not hiding anymore, so why should we? I'm not about to sit around here and play Christian cookie cutter because I'm making somebody from the enemy side mad. I don't care. We in the end times, because there's no reason that should be out there. So as y'all vote, please, y'all vote, okay?
Don't listen to her. We ain't supposed to be voting for these people that they put in front of us to be king over us. Let's just grab that real quick before I go any further, okay? Because, a lot of what she's speaking is true. How this is targeted toward our people, and you can't be falling for the same okie doke all the damn time. But we ain't supposed to be voting for these people that they're put in front of us, man. They're all puppets. They're all pushing forth the same agenda, okay, which is ultimately going to lead to your destruction. So we can't be trusting in these people. One sec, let me just prove to you with scripture that we ain't supposed to be voting for these people. So this is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 17 and verse 15. It says, "Thou shalt in any wise set him king over thee, whom Yahweh thy power shall choose," right? So that's the only people we need to be voting for, is the people that the Lord chooses to rule over us, right? It says, "One from among thy brethren." So they have to be an Israelite. It has to be of our people, okay? But not just anybody. You can't have some wicked Jake ruling over you with dreads hanging down his back, talking about Jah bless and all that. You know what I mean? Ain't no way in hell the Lord set him to rule over you. So, you know, you got to be very picky when it comes to these people that you have rule over you. They have to be following in the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Otherwise, the Lord will never choose them to rule over us. So it says, "One from among thy brethren shalt thou set king over thee." That's who you vote for. It says, "Thou mayest not set a stranger over thee, which is not thy brother." So, you know, our brothers are, you know, our people. So you ain't supposed to set a stranger over, because you do have strangers of our nation, but it's talking about a stranger that's not our brother, like a heathen, a natural heathen, you know, a natural Gentile. We're not supposed to set them over us, man. Okay? Now, this proves that we're not all brothers. You know, people come up to you and say, "I'm your brother in Christ." You know what I mean? They don't know what the hell they're talking about. Okay? Our brother is the people of our nation. I can quickly prove that. One second. All right, this is the book of Deuteronomy 15 and 12. It says, "And if thy brother, an Hebrew man or an Hebrew woman," right, "be sold unto thee and serve thee 6 years, then in the 7th year thou shalt let him go free from thee." So that's one of the laws of our Bible, you know. But, you know, the point is in the first bit. You know, your brother is a Hebrew man or a Hebrew woman. You know, not these other nations. They're not our brother, okay? So you might want to take note of that. That's a side note. But let's get back to the topic. So I'm going to quickly pull up another video because this will go into more detail about Planned Parenthood, right? Check this out. So this is Rizza Islam and Kanye West, right? Now, they're both bugged out, you know, but they do speak a lot of facts at times, you know what I mean? So they're going to break down about the history of Planned Parenthood for those that don't know, all right? Check it out.
Here we go. Margaret Sanger, the founder of Planned Parenthood, was an avowed racist whose goal was to reduce the black population in America, and she succeeded. 80% of abortion clinics in America are in minority neighborhoods. Over 22,500,000 black babies have been aborted in 50 years. Over 1,000 black babies are aborted every day. Abortion is the #1 killer of black lives in the United States, according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. Abortion kills more black people than HIV, homicide, diabetes, accidents, cancer, and heart disease combined.
What was the objective of Planned Parenthood? Now you're talking about in the 30s now.
Right.
You're talking about someone by the name of Margaret Sanger, who's the founder of Planned Parenthood. What did she say the purpose was? Margaret Sanger, who was an honorary Klanswoman. Margaret Sanger, who used to give lectures at Klans rallies talking about the population of Negroes and particularly has to be lessened. Margaret Sanger, who said that, quote, "Negroes are like human weeds and should be exterminated," end quote. Margaret Sanger, who in a black and white interview that everyone can go look up on YouTube right now with Mike Wallace, sat there and said that I believe, quote, "I believe that bringing a child, I believe the greatest sin is to bring a child into the world," end quote. You can go watch that on YouTube right now. Pause the video, go look at it, come back.
Do you believe in sin? When I say believe, I don't mean believe in committing sin. Do you believe there is such a thing as sin?
I think the greatest sin in the world is bringing children into the world that have
diseased from their parents, that have no chance in the world to be a human being, practically, delinquents, prisoners, all sorts of things just marked when they're born. That, to me, is the greatest sin.
When you realize that your overall existence as a human reality is coming to an end collectively, you are going to make some moves. So what people don't realize is, as Dr. Frances Cress Welsing said in her book titled The ISIS Papers, and this is something she debated people on all over this country and all over the world, and she never lost a debate. You're dealing with the war of genetic annihilation. White people are dying faster than they are being born. And this is according to the United States Census Bureau. They have determined that by the year 2042, white people will be the minority in America. They're currently the majority. In neighborhoods that are of a more upscale, financially affluent society, white, Jewish, etc., they are infused with fertility clinics. While in our societies, the ones that do not have that elevated level of economics, black and brown, impoverished communities, have abortion clinics.
Right.
Like another Clinton,
Right.
that hawk, who praised Margaret Sanger,
Right.
who was a
Right.
eugenicist,
That's right.
who
Right.
loved the idea of destroying and eradicating black life. And then it transferred from her mind into her organization. It was first called the American Birth Control League.
See, that's crazy, man. That just proves these people are the damn devil, okay? Yeah, they, anytime their population declines, they go through drastic measures to make sure they up their numbers and decrease our numbers. Because you got to remember, when we were in Egyptian captivity, the Egyptians were panicking because our population was growing. You know, anytime that our people are under pressure and, you know, going through hell, we humping like rabbits, man. We're spreading our seed like crazy. Like our population always booms, you know, during times of trouble, times of crisis and stuff, you know, for some reason, you know. But the same thing's happening in this modern day Egyptian captivity. You know, you got Jake everywhere, just the population booming. I mean, right now in the UK, over here in the UK, you got this thing called, that they do every year called Notting Hill Carnival, right? And me and my brother were, you know, breaking bread last night online, trying to figure out how we can record, you know, our meetings that we have online, because we're having a lot of trouble with it right now with the videos that we play being very slow and choppy. But we were watching videos from Notting Hill Carnival, and you could just see the population of Jake, man. So-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, predominantly black people, so-called black people. But I mean, the numbers are through the roof, man. The amount of people out there at that event, you know, it's actually going on right now as I'm doing this lesson. It's the second day of Notting Hill Carnival, but, you know, our population is through the roof, and this is a big problem to Esau Edom, man, you know, because they're the ones that, they're the main recipients of that juice, these heathen, especially the Edomites, and our people were staying away from that because of what happened with the Tuskegee experiment and all that, so we avoided that, and that was a big problem to them. That's why with this Mpox thing going about, you got Jake as the face of the recipient of their new medicine, let's just say, right? Yeah, I mean, it's no surprise, because these things are always targeted toward us, because, you know, it's a problem with our numbers always skyrocketing, man. Our people, you know, we be getting it in. The Edomites, you know, a lot of them are homos, and a lot of them, you know, they just ain't into, you know, love making like Jake. Jake be getting it in. So let's get back to the point. Is basically, you know, at the DNC, Kamala Harris had a bus where people could go in and get abortion pills and vasectomies. Now, for those of you that don't know what a vasectomy is, it's for males. It's like male sterilization, basically, where, you know, with a woman, they tie your tubes. With a man, it's a bit different. I'm going to show you a video. It's a bit graphic. I actually myself hate to watch it. It's just disgusting to me. It makes my stomach turn. But this is what a vasectomy is. And Salakia for that little thing that happened where the video turned around. Let me see if I can quickly fix that. Let's fix that right there. All right. So now you know what a vasectomy is, okay, for those that don't know, and that's what they're offering. Basically, it's a way to sterilize our people, in other words, right? Because it's not by chance, it's not by coincidence that they had that at a pro-Kamala event, basically, man, because, you know, it's our people mainly that are voting for her. You know what I mean? Because she's faking to be a so-called black woman when she's not. You know, Jake is just easily manipulated. All she'll have to do is walk through with some Timberlands on and then boom, everybody will go, our people go crazy, man. You know what I mean? If she says something that's, you know, with an Ebonics type slang or whatever, our people just go nuts. And that's what she's doing. She's playing on the minds of the simple, you know?
And you all helped us win in 2020.
Why is she talking like that?
And we're going to do it again in 2024.
That's a lovely accent you have.
So I'm gonna get into some business now.
You've got a great accent. Are you from here?
There's nothing wrong with working retail, folding clothes for other people to buy.
New Jersey?
I don't feel no ways tired. I come too far.
Some people, it's so ghetto.
There is nothing wrong with preparing the food that your neighbors will eat.
A ghetto mating call.
Nobody told me that the road would be easy.
You know, those accents, they really get old fast. You know what I'm saying?
Or as my friend Quavo would say, he does not walk it like he talks it.
Can you do me a favor and just drop this stupid accent and talk to me for real, huh?
A lot of times they promise things that they never go through with. It's just to get the vote, you know what I mean? But enough about that. So yeah, you know, the scriptures say that Esau's coming down on us having great wrath because he knows that you have a short time, you know what I mean? Let me pull that up real quick. All right, so this is Revelations 12:12. It says, "Rejoice, therefore rejoice ye heavens and ye that dwell in them," the Israelites that are in truth. We should be rejoicing at this time. It says, "Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, so death and destruction to the people of the earth, the people that belong here, the masses." It says, "For the devil," Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, he's talking about their nation, but starting with the elites. "For the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time." So not only is he fumbling his kingdom and seeing that it's almost over for him, in every way possible, you know, people are looking at him sideways like they're just genocidal maniacs and they're evil people, and you know, they're the reason for all the world's problems, and you know, all they are is colonizers and thieves. You know what I mean? They don't have a good reputation in this world, so there's no bouncing back from that. You know what I mean? These people, it's over for them. You know, not only that, but the dollar is collapsing. The infrastructure is getting worse. The society that they're managing is absolutely destroyed through all the philosophies and things that they push upon society. It's just ruined the minds of the people. People are divided in every way possible. No one's happy. Everyone's struggling. It's just over for Esau Edom. But the point I wanted to bring this precept out for is because basically in this case, you know, Esau knows he has a short time because his numbers are dwindling and our numbers are skyrocketing. So they're coming down with great wrath, desperate measures upon us. And one of the ways they're doing that is by, putting Planned Parenthood in our neighborhoods and, these abortion buses, man. At a damn DNC, Kamala DNC rally thing. You know what I mean? So Esau's in a state of desperation right now. That's why I wanted to bring this out, because he knows he don't have long left. So he's pulling out all stops right now, Now, when these women commit abortion, basically what you're doing is you're sacrificing your child to Molech. This is what, the Canaanites and the Israelites actually did this too, but it was it was a Canaanite god of child sacrifice. Is that's what Molech. Hold on, let me just pull up an image real quick. One sec. All right, so this right here is Molech, and this is what they did back in the day. They would, there would be a fire inside the belly of this molten image, right? This idol, and they would pass their baby through the fire. They would put their baby in the belly of this hot, heated furnace, basically, right? And cook the baby alive, and they would bang drums and do these horns and stuff to drown out the screams of the baby, because the screams were absolutely hideous. You know what I mean? So they would bang these drums and blow these horns to drown out the sound of this baby getting fried inside this oven, basically, right? And it was the way they sacrificed to their gods and stuff, man. Now, the same thing is happening in modern day times, but it's done in a different way, because basically when you throw away your child by means of abortion, whether it be by abortion pill or the actual messed up procedure, which we'll get into that in a second, either way you do it, you're sacrificing your child to, go to college or for a better life, basically. You're making a sacrifice to save your life, to basically have a more convenient life or whatever. And you don't even realize what you're doing is the same practice that these ancient people did, to their ancient god Molech, man. Now, let me pull up a quick precept and we'll speak more on that. All right, this is the book of Leviticus, chapter 18 and verse 21. It says, "And thou shalt not let any of thy seed, your children, pass through the fire to Molech," meaning abortion in modern days. Obviously back then this was talking about the actual ritual that they would do as far as putting their baby in the fire to sacrifice their children to Molech. It's obviously wickedness. But nowadays it's done in a different way, but people don't see it as wickedness. They see it as freedom and, liberty and all that, man. It's absolutely crazy how perverted the minds of the people are under the rule of Esau Edom in this modern day we're living in, man, in this Western society. It's absolutely nuts that people can't see that it's actually wickedness. But, you have a lot of wicked people and ungodly people in this last generation, hence the reason why we're in the end times. So all these people complaining about cost of living and how hard life is and this and that, all these plagues that the Lord are putting on this place. Hey, you asked for it, man. Don't be complaining when you're here partaking in the wicked practices of this world, man. You have no right to complain, all right? Just take your judgment on the chin and just deal with it, all right? Because you're all going to get judged. If you're not part of the elect, you ain't down with the ways of the Lord, then you're out of here, man. At the end of the day, you don't deserve the life you're given. All right, let me read that from the top again. Leviticus 18:21, "And thou shalt not let any of thy seed pass through the fire to Molech, neither shalt thou profane the name of thy power. I am Yahweh." So, the name of the Lord is very important. But the point, it really is in the first part. You don't let your child pass through the fire to Molech. All right, this deity here. Okay. If you go on Google Images, you'll see many different images depicting their god Molech. But Molech is a Canaanite god of child sacrifice. Okay, so This is just a little bit of a history lesson. And today you got people sacrificing their children to Molech in these Planned Parenthood clinics. All right. Now, there's another well, actually, let me play something else real quick. One sec. Let's just play this. This is more speaking on the Planned Parenthood thing. All right. So just check this out real quick. This girl right here is a Christian, by the way. She's a pretty girl. Very nice lips, I'll give her that. But yeah, anyway, she's still bugged out. I had to cut some bits out because she all praising the J word at the end of this video and stuff like that. But basically, a lot of what she's saying makes sense apart from her, you know, voting and stuff. And I think she's a Trump supporter, if I'm not mistaken. Check it out.
I just found some of the most disturbing information about Planned Parenthood, and I want you guys to hear this. Margaret Sanger, the founder and CEO of Planned Parenthood, is a white American woman who founded Planned Parenthood based on her ideology of eugenics. If you don't know what eugenics means, it is basically the forced sterilization and mass murder of those deemed unfit, or in other words, prohibiting reproduction amongst the defective. Margaret Sanger's main goal was to depopulate the Black American, and that was obvious. She did this through involuntary sterilization, forced institutionalization, and social ostracization. Not only that, Sanger sought out to open a clinic in Harlem, purposely targeting Black women and how to use the contraceptive. Not only that, she has an article called Family Limitation, where she explains the different kinds of birth controls and how to douche. Mind you, this was mostly targeted to Southern Black families and just Black neighborhoods and communities in general. Not only was this her agenda, but she also wrote very disturbing things such as, "We don't want the word to go out that we want to exterminate the Negro population, and the minister is the man who can straighten out the idea if it ever occurs to any of their more rebellious members." Things like eugenic sterilization is an urgent need. We must prevent multiplication of this bad stock, and other disturbing things like birth control must lead ultimately to a cleaner race. Now that we have a little background information about who is the owner and founder of Planned Parenthood, we can tie that into why it is important that we realize why the Democratic Party wants to push Planned Parenthood so bad. Now, if you didn't know, the Democratic Party mostly goes for the Black vote. And not only that, they recently just had Planned Parenthood bus outside of the DNC where Kamala Harris spoke. Now, when you put into terms what Planned Parenthood was first originated from and why it was originated, and then you look at the Democratic Party and what they push as far as Planned Parenthood, then you will begin to see the ties as to why the Black vote does not matter and their only agenda is to keep us bound and to kill us off. Now, ask yourself, after everything you just heard, why did Kamala Harris provide a Planned Parenthood bus outside of the DNC in the hood? Then ask yourself, why was Planned Parenthood even made? To depopulate and to kill and create genocide against Black African Americans in the U.S. That is what the Democratic vote stands for. To use us in order to get into office, to control us. That is it. That is all. Wake up and smell the schemes.
You know, and she's right. You know, I mean, I like where this girl's head's at. I wish more girls had a mind like her, you know what I mean, and cared about things that actually matter. But unfortunately, she's going about it the wrong way because, you know, the scriptures say the ox knoweth his owner and the ass his master's crib, but Israel doth not consider. I ain't going to pull it up for the sake of time, but, you know, you can check it out for yourself. Scriptures talk about that. And that's an example of this woman right here. You know, she has the right spirit as far as wanting better for our people and waking our people up to the evil that's going on and this and that as far as Planned Parenthood goes and their agenda to depopulate us. But she's going about the solution the wrong way, you know, talking about voting and all that, man. She's lost in the sauce, and that's what Christianity breeds, man, because Christians are some of the worst people out there and the biggest recipients of Planned Parenthood's services, let's just say. You know, they our women is particularly, they love to delete their babies, man. You know, they do it in large numbers. It's because you got the wicked in rulership, and they're obviously targeting us. Let me pull up a precept or two on that, man, because this is one of the curses of Deuteronomy. Scriptures say in the book of Deuteronomy that the woman's eye will be evil toward her children. Let me just pull that up, man, and it relates to this topic, you know. All right, so this is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, and I'll start at verse 56, right? It says, the tender and delicate woman among you, talking about the Israelite woman, because that's her true nature. That's who she really is. She really is feminine, delicate, tender, but through the westernization and the destruction of our people's minds, they've gone so far from what they originally were, you know, because our people are the most loving, kind, and forgiving people in the world, but we've been destroyed as a nation, so we've reached a point of total degeneracy, man. All right, so that's why it says the tender and delicate woman among you. That's talking about our women, okay? That's how they used to be. It says, the tender and delicate woman among you which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness. Meaning that she was very tender and delicate and beautiful, right? Inward, outward, whatever. It says, her eye shall be evil toward her husband. That's feminism, okay? That's gripped our women, like, unbelievably. Our women are absolutely destroyed as a whole, okay? I'm not saying all women, because there are a few virtuous women left, not many, but those are the women of the Lord, you know. Those are the ones that are going to be delivered, all right? Because they ain't taking part of that Westernism, let's just say, all right? So it says, her eye shall be evil toward her husband of her bosom, and toward her son, and toward her daughter, meaning her children. These women are evil toward their children, and that goes for their unborn children too. It says, and toward her young one that cometh out from between her feet. Okay, so, you know, even her newborns, you know, and toward her children which she shall bear. Right? So her unborn and her newborn. All right, so it says, for she shall eat them for the want of all things, secretly in the siege and straitness, wherewith thy enemy shall distress thee in the gates. Now, strait means a position of difficulty. So because of the oppression that we're under, these women are eating their children, okay? And back in the day, they used to eat their children literally, but nowadays they're eating these children of their resources because the father is paying these women child support, and what they do, they go and use up the groceries and food stamps and all that, and they're basically using their children as a way to come up, you know what I mean? So they're getting their nails and their hair done all the time, going to the club and flossing and shining off of the wealth and the stuff that's meant to go toward the children. In some cases, the children never see any of that money, man. The children ain't got no good clothes or whatever. They ain't being fed properly or good meals and stuff because, you know, the woman want to live nice or whatever, you know what I mean? So she's eating them in that sense too. You know, it's basically twofold. But this is what's going on, man. You know, our women are evil toward their children these days. You know what I mean? I'm not saying all, but this is the curses that our women are under. This is why you see this going on, all right? And it also speaks about the men, how, you know, we will leave our children. It says that in the book of Deuteronomy 28 and 54. The man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil toward his brother. That's black on black crime, so-called. It says, and toward the wife of his bosom, and toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave. This is why the man leaves the woman, and he leaves his children. This, you know, we're known as deadbeat dads and this and that. You know, we have a reputation for not, you know, our women have a reputation for being single mothers, and that's because we're under the curses of Deuteronomy, proving that we are the biblical Israelites. All right? So, you know, that's that precept saying that our women are evil toward their children, and it is one of the curses of Deuteronomy. Let me pull up another quick precept to back that up. All right, so this is the book of Lamentations, chapter 4 and verse 3. It says, even the sea monsters draw out the breast. They give suck to their young ones. So you got the animals of the ocean, or, you know, even land creatures, you know. The animals, basically, they will be, you know, nice to their their young, their seed, then they will draw out the breast and give suck, meaning they'll breastfeed and nurture and provide for their children. It says, the daughter of my people is become cruel, like the ostriches in the wilderness. And, you know, the scriptures speak about how the ostriches lack wisdom in the wilderness and stuff, and they don't provide for their children properly. And that's how our women have become, man. You know, our women have become just like the ostriches. They're cruel to their children. And one of the ways they're cruel to their children is by so easily discarding them as waste. Like their life don't matter. Like they, you know, there's a misconception among our people and, well, among the world, really. But people think that life begins when the child comes out of the womb. That's when, you know, that's when life begins, because this world is just so far gone. It's so far. Yeah. Let me just show you something real quick, right? Because the children in the womb do have feelings, man. You got right here. This is their slogan, not yet a human, right? Because the world is bugged out, man. You know, the sea of people have to go. The scriptures say, let the multitude perish that was born in vain. And that's because everybody has a mindset where they think good is evil is good and good is evil. And the scriptures say, woe unto you that call good good and good evil. There's a precept that says that too. All right. But let me just show you, because, you know, when people get abortions and stuff, that baby is feeling the pain of what happens to them in the womb, you know? And let me just quickly show you a quick clip. So this is a baby being shown through ultrasound, and you can see the expression on the baby when it's being injected, okay? So this is the baby in the womb, all peaceful. You know, the womb is a place where the baby feels safe. A baby feels at rest, you know, it's in a state of bliss. It just came from the spirit world to this physical world, and it's a gradual process of them getting initiated into this realm, you know. So this first state is a state of basically rest. It's in a state of heaven, right? So it's just relaxing in the womb, being fed and growing. Now, imagine you're relaxing in the womb, and then all of a sudden you feel this sharp pain hitting you. It's going to shock you, man. It's going to be the first time you've ever felt pain. And check this out. So, yeah, that's the baby feeling pain in the womb. Talking about not a human, not yet a human. You crazy, man. That baby has feelings. That baby has consciousness. The baby sneezes. The baby has dreams. The baby sucks its thumb. All of that, man. It's alive upon the moment of conception. All right? Let me just show you something else that proves that the life begins during conception. After conception, when that sperm hits that egg, then there's life. Let me show you another quick clip.
Researchers recently discovered an amazing phenomenon in the womb. There is a literal spark at the moment of conception, leaving researchers dumbfounded. Teresa Woodruff, one of the study's senior authors, described the light as, quote, breathtaking. The spark of life indicates the Catholic Church was correct when it stated throughout the centuries that life begins at the moment of conception, with some believing the spark is the moment a soul enters the newly fertilized egg. Researchers believe the discovery can help them during in vitro fertilization, which currently requires the fertilization of several eggs and the use of only one, while the others are destroyed, effectively killing whatever chance those lives may have had. Now, with the spark of life, scientists will have a better idea of which eggs are properly fertilized. The discovery also indicates that one day scientists can fertilize a single egg rather than several. Thank you for watching our exclusive California Network Daily Briefing. Please subscribe to our channel.
So there you have it, you know. As soon as the sperm hits the egg, you saw that explosion of light. That's the soul entering the womb, man. Coming from the spirit realm straight to your womb. There's a lot more to this life than a lot of you people really understand, man. But because of your ignorance, you know, a lot of you are just going to have to be destroyed, man. That's what's coming to the masses of these people. Let me just pull that up real quick, man. Because this place is beyond wicked. And, you know, most of these people in the world, they just deserve death, man. All right, so this is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 9, verse 22. It says, let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain. You were born... It was pointless you even existing, basically, most of you people in the world. That's literally everybody at Notting Hill Carnival right now, okay? That sea of people, that's the multitude. It's talking about the masses of the world, okay? Most people in this world getting ready to be destroyed because this world is just full of gross darkness. Lord willing, I'll pull that up in a minute. It says, and let my grape be kept. The grape is talking about the Israelites. The elect of Israel, okay, it's talking about one grape out of a vineyard, okay, you know how many grapes are in a cluster. How about one grape out of a vineyard? That means a very small remnant are going to be kept alive. It says, and my plant, because that's another name for Israel, all right, it says, for with great labor have I made it perfect. So the Lord has had the prophets out here for years, edifying and teaching the elect of Israel, and they've been growing in the spirit and purifying themselves, fasting, praying, growing, teaching on the highways and hedges, and renewing their mind. And that's the labor the Lord has done to make, you know, the elect perfect. So they're the ones that are going to be kept alive, while the rest of the people that are bugged out of their mind, believing that the child is not yet a human in the belly. There's a lot of our people that think that way. You know, hey, they're getting ready to be destroyed, man. Let me show you a few clips of how our women behave when it comes to abortion. This is their attitude toward it, not knowing that the baby inside the womb is feeling that pain, man. Look at the facial expression on that baby. There's life inside that womb. But our women, this is how they react when it comes. This is how they treat abortion. Let me just show you.
And I want to let you bitches know that I'm about to get my abortion right now. I don't give a fuck. Judge who you want, bitch. Fuck them babies. Fuck them babies, bitch. Fuck that nigga. I'm not having no kids by that nigga. Honey, and my pussy so fat.
You can see it from the background. Everybody know that. Yup.
Now they pussy on the real. Money on his book. His made in the pit. Fuck your baby daddy.
Pay my rent.
Bitch. And I'm getting abortion right now, bitch. Abortion right now. Abortion right now. Bitch. Abortion right now.
As she needs.
Abortion, bitch.
Abortion, bitch.
And that's our people. And her, she's got her bestie, probably a flamer, egging her on. You know? Check this. Absolutely through. And what the hell has she got on her damn head, man? Look at her. I don't know who told you women that looks good. That's disgusting, man. I would never come close to a woman with that thing on her fucking head, man. Excuse my friend, I'm pissed right now. That's just disgusting. You women's behavior. This is why you gotta go. And this is why during Jacob's trouble, we ain't gonna shed a tear for you women that are outside the ark, man, because you deserve whatever you got coming. You had plenty of chance to get it right. But you called us a hate group, hate preachers, and this and that, a cult. To hell with you, man. Check this one.
Bitch, I'm like, they finna harass me the minute I walk up in here. Nor do I give a fuck. No, thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna have an abortion. That's okay.
No, but I just want you to
no, thank you. No, thank you. No, it's okay. I'm gonna do it regardless. No, thank you. It's okay. No, thank you.
To be able to save the life of this baby, there's a reason why. The baby has a mission.
The baby been swimming in Casamigos. I gotta go.
No, but what I'm trying to say is that there's so many ways that we can help you. That this is not it. This is not the way.
No, thank
So, our women are so easily throw away their children. They're so quick to just throw away their child, man. Like it's nothing. Like that life don't matter. Or because they want to have a bit of fun in the club, shake their booty and get with have a one-night stand, get pregnant, and then, oops, let me just get rid of that. Get back to my life. You know? What does the scriptures say? Let me show you. This is the behavior of our women. Watch this. This is Proverbs 30 and 20. Such is the way of an adulterous woman. She eateth. Now this is talking about a whorish woman, all up in the club, having one-night stands. She eateth, meaning she gonna take the rod. She wipeth her mouth, right? She gonna get up, clean herself up, get back on with her life, and then saith, I have done no wickedness. Now, this is ultimately talking about how women are whores. They'll just sleep around like it's nothing, shameless, right? But this can also go into how they, they quickly off their child, terminate their pregnancy, and think nothing of it. They don't lose no sleep at night, man. Or they may feel a little bit of guilt or whatever, but they'll go right back on with their life because that was their goal in the first place, just to get rid of it like it's a piece of trash so they can continue being wicked, man. They'll wipe their mouth and, they'll do what they do, sleep with a man, get pregnant, terminate the baby, and then get on with their life like they ain't done nothing wrong, man. This is crazy. It's disgusting. And if you people out there ain't vexed about it, you're in the wrong spirit, man. All this pro-choice madness, man. People crying during Roe vs. Wade, when Roe vs. Wade got overturned or whatever. You know what I mean? People were protesting and crying and going crazy because the GD dub, let me just put it that way, the N-dub, man, is wicked as hell. These women are our enemy, man. Let me pull up that real quick. Because even the scriptures say it. These women are truly our enemy. Check this out. Micah 7 and 10. It says, then she that is mine enemy shall see it. Talking about what? The day of the Lord, Jacob's trouble, all the things we've been prophesying about, right? Because the woman is our enemy on this side, man. She is not our friend. She is goes hand in hand with the serpent, even the serpent, man. She's been beguiled all over again through feminism and this Western society, this westernized mindset, and she's jumping on board with it. She's being deceived again, and she's going to lead you astray to follow her, man. It says, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is Yahweh thy power? Meaning, where's this Jacob's trouble you was talking about? Where's the return of the Lord like you've been saying is going to happen? And she may not say it in words, but she'll say it with her actions, man. Because she won't trust in what you're saying, and she'll be all up in the club, just living her life, living her best life. You know what I mean? Just not caring about the things that you taught her. So it says, where is Yahweh thy power? It says, mine eyes shall behold her. So you're going to see that this woman is getting ready to be judged. You're going to see her judgment. It says, now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the streets, for not listening, for not taking heed. Because, and the point is, it says that she is mine enemy. If she ain't a part of the elect, she is your enemy. F all that mess about these Pan-Africans talking about the woman is God and all that. They don't know what the hell they're talking about. Most of them are dread-headed, bugged-out niggas, man. Okay? There's a connection between them niggas that want dreads in their hair and a man being bugged out. There's a connection, man. And only the spiritual can really see it. Us that have been in this truth for a while, you learn that you can't trust 90% of niggas with dreads in their hair, man. There's something about a spirit within them that makes them want to grow dreads. You put it to the test, man. I believe a lot of them are Edomites, man. Because that dreadhead crap, that was through the when we were conquered by Elam, man. That's where that comes from, all that Rastafari and Jaja crap, man. Selassie and all that crap, man. To hell with all that mess. Lord about to kill all you niggas, man. I'm sick of this shit. Anyway, let's pull up another video or two. I just want to show you something real quick, right? Because this is an update. I played this about the woman, the Eve going into the abortion clinic like it's nothing, right? This is her update after she went ahead with the procedure. Watch this. She don't have a care in the world. Just check her attitude, especially the end bit. She just changes the subject about how, you know, now she can drink and all this. And, oh, girl, they got good drinks in the club. Just like it's nothing. Like that scripture I brought out where it says, such is the way of an adulterous woman. She eateth, wipeth her mouth, and then say, I ain't done no wickedness. That's her right here. Watch this clip.
Y'all, I want to address this. Y'all know how I was like, like I had looked back at her for like that 1 second. Y'all, this lady like she was about to fucking cry. Bitch, am I having a baby or you? Do I gotta go hear you? And she was just like she could help. Like, you cannot help me with a kid that I don't want. This is exactly why abortion like is what it is. Like, you're not forced to have a kid that you don't want, that you're not ready for. Like, it's always an option. That's just how I feel. I don't give a fuck what nobody feels about it. This is my body. I'm gonna do what the fuck I want, and I just want y'all to know that shit right there. Yeah, even when I left the place, y'all,
It's not your body. Just like that image I brought out in the beginning of this lesson, man. It's not your body. This is a misconception that you people have. Misunderstanding. You don't understand, man. You know, these women ain't got wisdom like that, man.
When I left the place, they was still out there. And do y'all want to know what she said to me? Guess. And then to make matters even worse, after I even left the the clinic or whatever, y'all, she was still outside. And do y'all want to know what she said to me? Guess. She was basically just like, I did a sin and that I will face the consequences in the future. And that I should have never killed the baby that was very much wanted in the world. My baby had a mission and this and that. Bullshit. But I mean, yeah, like...
See? She eateth, wipeth her mouth, and say, I have done no wickedness, man. A righteous man would... Their soul will be vexed by this, man. Just like I am. This is how you know you're in tune with the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Is when you see something like this and it vexes you. And you actually wish death upon these 2/3, man. Because if you're in the spirit of trying to reach out to a girl like this, hey, man, she's through. She is finished. And a lot of women have this mindset, man.
Anyways, I guess the real update is like what happened. I mean, I got it. Like, I'm thriving. Everything been good. You know, ain't no baby. Now I could drink Casa without throwing the fuck up like I was. That's how I really knew. That's why I said the baby was swimming in Casa, because, baby, I've been having like hook and reel lemon drops back to fucking back. Like, tune into those. Hook and reel got lemon drops. Them shits get you off your ass. I just had 6. And we got rounds. We got 2 rounds. But yeah, fuck y'all. And I don't give a fuck about nothing y'all talking about. This is gonna be the last update because I don't give a fuck.
See? And she's so proud with them cumbrellas on her hair, that weave on her damn head, the cumbrellas on her eyelashes, Salakia, I meant. All right? And she actually thinks she is beautiful. You men need to quit knocking up these beasts, man. You need to vet these women before you go poking your penis in them. Because the thing is, man, you need to have more dignity, man. Stop just dipping your dick in anything, man. These women are disgusting. Leave them alone, man. I'll tell you what, the scriptures say a wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man. So whoever knocked this woman up, hey, you deserve what you got, man. You know what I mean? You just lost a child, and you just knocked up a demon and had a child murdered by a demon, man. Or because you wanted to dip your dick in anything. Man, I'm telling you, you gotta check these women. They ain't your friend. These women like this, they're your damn enemy, man. All right, let me show you another video that's gonna vex you. It just never ends. I can go on for days with these. I had to limit it because otherwise this lesson will be long as hell. You know? But this is the last video I'm gonna play when it comes to the wickedness of Eve, man. But I just want to give you a taste of what we're talking about. These women so easily throw away their children and feed into the Esau's agenda, man. Foolish as hell. That's why they gotta go, man. Don't shed a tear for them during Jacob's trouble. And don't none of you be helping these wicked-ass women during Jacob's trouble either, man. Leave them to it. They gotta receive their judgment. Just like, what is it, the Book of Eli? It was foreshadowing that, man. It was basically letting you know, when he was on a cliff, and then you see them 2 people. It was a man and a woman, a couple, and they were getting robbed and murdered by that biker gang or whatever. And he had to watch from the cliff, and he was like, you know, this is none of my business. I can't help them. It's none of my business. He felt sorry for them, but he couldn't help them because he understood this is the judgment of the Lord. It's hard to watch, you know, and we're gonna see a lot of that during Jacob's trouble. But you just gotta keep focus on you, man. You can't be helping these people during Jacob's trouble, no matter how much you want to. They gotta receive their judgment, man.
So you wanted to celebrate your friends what? Oh, so we're celebrating abortions now. Where did you get this cake?
Me out the plastic, I've been acting brand new. Bitches acting like they running shit they really ran through. I spend that 500 before I ever trap you. They thought I was gonna fall off, I hate to bring you bad news. Through so many racks, a bitch can't even see the flow. From Atlanta to LA, the only time I'm back and forth. Cheap niggas make you pee, rich niggas get you both. Gave a Bentley to valet and let that nigga dry the boat. Let me pop off. Leave the club, sloppy drunk, come home and get my rocks off. Her bitch from the south, he tryna see me knock his socks off. Told them bitches meet me at the top, think they got lost. I'm on go like Grizz. She thought I would kiss her ass, she must ain't took a mess. Shit around my neck, it cost her arm and leg. Swear that nigga set for life, I let him give me print.
Oh, okay. I'm even reading her post right now. And her post says, I got this abortion cake for my friend because we celebrate all milestones over here. A huff face. If you don't like it, I don't care. Now, here's the thing I've always told y'all about these women, the melanated women. It seems like they have no problem trying to elicit somebody to care. Now, her video at this point hasn't got very many views. Who knows what it's done on TikTok, but it hasn't done much here on Twitter. But she says on Twitter that her name is Frenchie the Stallion, and she's an actress, artist, general creative, Howard alum. Yes, I think she even has a man. But the thing about it is, they're celebrating the murder of melanated children. Now, here's what they love to tell you. If you date outside of your race, what you're doing is giving money away and you're not having black babies. But when you do date them and they murder the baby, they then turn it into a celebration. And y'all need to think about this as liberals. How can you say Black Lives Matter when it's a huge joke that you just murdered one? The liberals have made it to where these women do not feel like these are actual humans that they're murdering. And that should be concerning. Because whenever they don't feel like who it is that they're harming is a human, they continue to dehumanize them. No one dehumanizes people more than liberals. And no one dehumanizes black children more than black women. Say whatever you want to about me, but I'm not the one that's going around doing this to the children and then claiming that Black Lives Matter. If you don't mind, please pay attention to this, please. It's a joke to them to murder unborn babies, which is why so many actual born babies are going through hell in our community. Because it's a big joke. It's a big game. And the liberals welcome this. Not one person is going to be upset. She won't lose one job over putting this out publicly. And none of y'all will go over there and say she hate herself, or she hate her people, or she hate her daddy, or she hate anybody. You won't. Because whatever the queen does, it's fine.
Yep. We are truly in the end times, all right? This is why you got to jump ship. We got to abandon this world, you know, just like that movie, Leave the World Behind. That was made for a reason. That was a hint to all you slow bellies out there, man, you slow people. You need to understand that you got to leave this world behind. It's through. The Lord's about to destroy it and everybody in it. Because it's just gotten out of hand. It's just gotten really bad. Let me pull up another preset real quick. All right, this is the book of 2 Ezra, chapter 14. I'm going to start at verse 16. It says, For yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter. Right? So you're seeing it. Abortion. You're seeing it. That's a great evil. And it's not just talking about that. child trafficking, all sorts of things that are going on in this world right now. It's absolutely evil, this world. It says, for look how much the world shall be weaker through age, so much the more shall evils increase upon them that dwell therein. See? So as the years go on, centuries go on, the earth gets weaker, you know, the waters get more polluted, the air gets more polluted, the trees get cut down, the oxygen is weaker, it's not as strong, it's not as good. You know, there's so many things, like our people, our stature is smaller, our men are more sissified, our women are more masculine. Everything about this world gets weaker through age, right? Especially with the wicked ruling, you know. So it says, so much the more shall evils increase upon them that dwell therein. So just as the world is getting more weaker through the age, the same thing is happening with the people. They're getting more wicked as the age goes on. It's a vicious cycle that will never end until the Lord comes and ends this place. There has to be mass death in order for there to be peace, the peace that we're looking for. Because these people in this world are just too far gone, man. All right, so let me just pull up a quick precept to that, and then we're going to play another clip and physically show you how, you know, these people are wicked. All right, one sec. All right, so this is the book of Isaiah chapter 60 and verse 2. It says, for behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. We're living in a very dark age. This is the end. This is Sodom and Gomorrah all over again, man. Okay, the days of Noah. It says, but Yahweh shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee. Brothers like me and brothers out there doing lessons like this, man. You know, the Lord is being seen upon us. You know, there's actually light in the world, but men, you know, they prefer darkness rather than the light. Why? Because their deeds are evil. Abortion. They think that it's my body, my choice. So they ain't coming to the light because, you know, it exposes their evil deeds and that they want to continue to live. These people want to continue being wicked. They don't want to come to the light. So it says, and the Gentiles shall come to thy light, and kings to the brightness of thy rising. You know, eventually people are going to see that, you know, we are the men of the Lord, and they're going to flock to us. But this is after it gets bad, because right now they ain't listening. You know, but the scripture's saying that thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power. These people are about to come flocking when they see the destruction that comes that we've been prophesying about. They're going to know, oh, shoot, these guys had it right, you know. So, you know, but unfortunately for most of them, they ain't going to be able to find us, man. But anyway, yeah, it's gross darkness upon the people. It says, for behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. And that's the point, man. You know, these people see nothing wrong with just deleting their babies like a piece of trash, man. So I'm going to show you a clip or two on how these people think that good is evil and evil is good, because they're full of gross darkness. They're spiritually dark. Check this.
Not the fucking terrorizing! My motherfucking government! They terrorizing! My fucking government! It's none of your fucking I'm killing the motherfucking baby! I'm killing them! I'm killing the baby! My motherfucking
What goddamn embarrassment, man. And you got our people putting their penis in things like this. It's crazy, man.
Get my bag! Get my bag! Why do I have to leave? Why do I have to leave? At this point, was it not before?
Oh, that is so crazy, man. Gross darkness, the people. You know, check this one out. It's nuts, man. This is the video that I think that, you know, YouTube may take this video down. This is the one right here. This is why I say I gotta upload this to my backup channel. Not backup, but my test channel. Before I upload this to my main channel. Because I don't know if this is gonna fly. Check this. Like, viewer discretion is advised on this one. Alright? It's all a mock. It's all an act, but it just shows you how disgusting and how they celebrate abortion, man. Just like they celebrate LGBT, you know, that like there's nothing wrong with it. They celebrate wickedness in this world, man. This is what the world has come to. Check this. Gross darkness, the people, man. It's gotten to the point it's unbearable. It is unbearable, you know. I'm sorry I had to show that, but, you know, you got to see the reality of the world you live in. This is the world you live in, man. This is it. This is, you know, being a part of this world, this is what you're joining to. You have to want this world destroyed. You need to be hastening the day of the Lord, man. That's the right spirit to be in. Because this place is through. And you can't be feeling sorry for these people when it comes. They have to go. You understand? This place has just gone too far, man. Gross darkness, the people, man. Let me pull up another preset real quick, man. All right, this is the book of Isaiah 19 and 14. It says, Yahweh have mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof. See? You know, obviously this person is trans, right? But this is the spirit that they hold, man. They mock the Lord. They're pro-abortion. They're for little children, chopping off their rods, and they're just their mind is totally gone, man. They're completely turned over to Satan, man. Isaiah 19:14. Yahweh have mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof. See? These evil spirits, this perverse spirit has caused people to err from the right way. They're in error. They don't know the right way. They think that being a man being with a man, hey, let them love each other. Love is love. They have a warped sense of reality, man. This is why they have to go. It says, Yahweh have mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err. Egypt meaning America, okay, or the place of our captivity. But Egypt means bondage, or it means America, right? America is known as spiritual Sodom and spiritual Egypt, because their ways are just as the ways of Sodom and Gomorrah, and Egypt being bondage. America is the land of the Israelites' captivity, most of the Israelites. So they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. All right? So that's what you're seeing, man. And this is why most of the people in this world are getting ready to perish, because most of them are down with this, man. They see nothing wrong. They clap. They celebrate this type of behavior, man. All right? There's a lot more meat on this chapter, but I ain't going to read it for the sake of time. It starts at, you can read the whole chapter. It's all good. 2nd Ezra chapter 9, but for the sake of time, we're just going to jump down to 15. Well, actually, I'll start at 13. And therefore, be thou not curious how the ungodly shall be punished, and when. Because their time is coming soon. It's written. But don't even worry about that. They're going to receive their judgment, and don't shed a tear for them. Don't care about them. Don't worry about how they're going to be judged and when they're going to be judged. All right? Just worry about your salvation. It says, but inquire how the righteous shall be saved. This is why we teach the righteous, because these lessons that we do, like the one I'm doing right now, this ain't for them. This ain't to try and bring them in. You know? This is for the ones that have the spirit, the ones that have potential to change their ways and come back to the Lord. People like them, they'll never convert. They're part of the story of the wicked that need to be punished, all right? Need to be destroyed. They're not going to convert. That person on that bar, sat on that bar doing that, is not going to change their ways and come into this truth. Okay? They're evil, all right? It says, but inquire how the righteous shall be saved. Whose the world is, because the world was created for the elect of Israel, and for whom the world is created. So the Lord created the world for the elect of Israel, and that's who's getting ready to take the world back, because the world is given into the hands of wicked, pursuant to Job 9:24. You know, so the wicked are ruling the earth now, but hey, they're all about to be destroyed. So just worry about the ones that are going to be saved. Don't worry about these ones that are getting destroyed. It says, and then answered I and said, I have said before, and now do speak, and will speak it also hereafter, that there be many more of them which perish than of them which shall be saved. So most of the world is getting ready to die. So you just got now's the time for you to be seeking your salvation with fear and trembling, as it states in Philippians 2:12. Worry about your salvation, okay? That's the only thing you need to be worried about right now. Not going to college and getting a degree or starting a business. You need to drop all of that. It's like when you see a train coming and you see you're all doing a job and you're working on the train tracks. You see this train coming, you're like, hold up. That ain't right. So you drop what you're doing, drop all your tools, and you're going to run to get off that track, ain't you? Why ain't you doing it now then? Drop everything. Nothing matters. Snap out of it. Understand the times you're living in. This is serious. So it says, I'll read it from the top again. 2 Ezra 9 and 15. I have said before, and now do speak, and will speak it also hereafter, that there be many more of them which perish than of them which shall be saved. Like as a wave is greater than a drop. So you imagine a wave compared to a drop. That's the amount of people that are going to be spared from them that are going to be destroyed, because the masses of these people in this world have absolute demons on them. Let me just show you a quick clip speaking on that. Check this out, man. Now, this, what you're witnessing right here, is a pro-abortion rally, all right, during that Roe versus Wade crap that happened in the summer of 2022, right? Now, this is CCTV footage of the crowd. Now, this is what was caught on camera. An evil spirit around them. Watch.
See that? What is that? It's not a flag.
Where's this at?
New York.
Hey, those shits are about to be super fucking lit. That's good. I infused both pieces of bread, and once the burgers get done melting, I'm gonna layer the top of the bread.
Oh my god.
You know, I believe that to be an evil spirit. You know, some say it's a flag, somebody waving a flag. Yeah, there's a small chance, but it wouldn't surprise me if that was an evil spirit, because, you know, these people got demons on them. This is the sea of people that are getting ready to be destroyed. Let me play it one more time.
See that? What is that? It's not a flag.
Where's this at?
New York.
Hey, those shits are about to be super fucking lit. That's good. I infused both pieces of bread, and once the burgers get done melting,
That's the wave, all right? And a drop is going to be saved. That's the wave that's going to be destroyed. Now, you know, you would think that these so-called Christians would, you know, not partake in that because they love their Jesus. You know what I mean? So you would think that they won't partake. But check this woman right here, man. Check this out.
He died for you, and on the third day he rose from the grave. He is risen indeed. Happy Easter. Sister Cindy loves you. Jesus loves you more.
Ladies, if you get pregnant, run on down to the abortion clinic and have that little bastard suck.
Sister Cindy loves you. Jesus loves you more.
The hypocrisy, man. And the Lord ain't dealing with these Edomites. They're through. That woman's blatantly an Edomite, man. Through her appearance and her spirit. All right? But she's all praising Jesus like these Christians do. But they're pro these pro-abortion rallies and stuff, man. Talking about, ladies, if you get pregnant, go on down to the clinic and have that little bastard ripped right out of you. No remorse for human life, man. How can somebody that calls himself a believer in the Lord be thinking in this way, man? This is why this world has to be destroyed. Check this out. I'll play it one more time for you that didn't catch it.
He died for you, and on the third day he rose from the grave. He is risen indeed. Happy Easter. Sister Cindy loves you. Jesus loves you more.
Ladies, if you get pregnant, run on down to the abortion clinic and have that little bastard suck.
Sister Cindy loves you. Jesus loves you more.
Did you see how they were celebrating when she said that? The whole crowd went wild in favor of what she said, man. Absolutely madness, man. But, you know, this is the world we live in, man. Now, there was a few things I was going to bring out, but, you know, I think the point is made. I'm going to leave it there, I think. You know, because, you know, I had these images here speaking about the difference between abortion pills and Plan B, because there is a difference. You can obviously take a screenshot and, you know, read it for yourself. Yeah, I ain't gonna go into that. This lesson's been long enough. And there's a couple videos down at the bottom that I was gonna possibly play. But I think we'll leave it there. I mean, this one right here in particular goes into how they take these abortions, these aborted babies, and they harvest the organs. So it's a big business for them to you know what, F it. I'm going to play this one and it'll be the last one. And I'm going to close out this lesson. Just check this out, because they can explain it better than I can.
Perhaps the most stomach-churning allegation here, ischemia, blood flow. Does it appear to you, reading these hundreds of pages of documents you got, that the organs of these babies, specifically the kidneys, were indeed being harvested while they were still alive?
Yes, absolutely. That's the most troubling and the most outrageous part. One of the most outrageous parts, certainly probably the most troubling of everything that we're finding in these documents. That these are, so what we have in partnership with Judicial Watch, we were able to obtain from the NIH under a Freedom of Information Act public FOIA request the original grant applications that the University of Pittsburgh submitted to the NIH for an over $3 million multi-year grant study where Pitt was trying to become, and apparently did become, a national distribution hub for the kidneys of aborted babies up to 5 and 6 months old. So some of these are coming from infants who are of a viable age, that they could be delivered alive, and if rushed to the right NICU at the right hospital, could potentially survive after that. But instead, the particularly perverse part of this grant application is the University of Pittsburgh is advertising to the NIH that they are going to use labor induction abortions as a method for obtaining fetal tissue. That is black and white lettering in the grant application saying that they're going to just deliver the fetuses, have them pushed out of the patient's whole, and they say that they're going to be minimizing the ischemia time of the body parts when they harvest them. Ischemia, and this is according to an NIH definition, the standard medical definition of ischemia is when blood supply is lost to a body part. So explicitly in these grant applications, Pitt is advertising to the federal government they're going to deliver the fetuses whole, they're going to minimize the amount of time that there's a loss of blood supply to the kidneys before they cut them out. And when we confronted the University of Pittsburgh about this publicly, when we began to just last week, the University of Pittsburgh admitted in their statement, in their public media statement to news media, they said, yeah, ischemia means the time after the tissue harvesting procedure is completed. So what they're saying is that if ischemia means the time that blood supply is lost from the fetal kidneys, they're saying ischemia doesn't start until after they've cut the kidneys out. That means that there's still blood flow, there's still circulation. The hearts of these babies are still beating at the time that their kidneys are being cut out for millions of dollars in federal grant money from the NIH. And so this means at the very least, these are partial birth abortions, and it's probably straight up infanticide where they're delivered whole and alive and killed by cutting the kidneys out. This is absolutely despicable that taxpayer dollars are funded.
And the reason I kept zooming in, look at her facial expressions while he's saying this. Like, she's smiling like she don't have a soul. These Edomites are something else, man.
It's disgusting that people in the federal government have known about this since 2015, and apparently nothing has been done yet. Respectfully, I think it's time that Merrick Garland should be called in front of the Senate.
Anyway, that's enough of that. But basically, the organs that they more are going for is you so-called blacks. You so-called black people's organs, man. That's why the Planned Parenthood is pushed in your community, because your organs are the organs that they go for, okay? So, you know, these so-called black babies that are aborted, they have these procedures where they try to keep them organs fresh. So they'll try and, cut the organs out as soon as the abortion's done, you know? It's crazy. It's disgusting, this world we live in, you know? And I was going to play a video, which I changed my mind prior to starting this lesson, about a guy named Mike Adams, the health ranger, and he goes into detail how they specifically target so-called black babies, man. You know, for organ harvesting and stuff like that. He goes into detail, man. But this is the agenda, and Eve just falls for it left, right, and center, man. And you know, the so-called black woman is lost her damn mind, celebrating abortions. You know, just it's the world we live in, man. So, you know, I just thought I'd bring that out. You know, Lord willing, you people out there have been edified through this lesson. You know, this is what our people are voting for, man. You know, Kamala Harris is pushing this agenda to depopulate our people, and, you know, our people are none the wiser, man.
When we invest in clean energy and electric vehicles and reduce population, more of our children can breathe clean air and drink clean water.
All right. So, you know, leave the world behind, you know, repent, get right with the Lord before he destroys this place, because that day is close, man. This thing's out of hand. This world is just out of control, and it has to go, man. So we have to be hastening the day, you know. All right, so I'm going to close it out. Give all honor, praise, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'Hasham Rakah Kodash, Shalom Yasha'Allah.
This is a sofa clamp. A sofa clamp is made of stainless steel. It's about 13 inches long. The business end is about 2.5 inches long and 1/2 inch wide, and there are rows of sharp teeth. This is a grasping instrument. When it gets a hold of something, it does not let go. The abortionist uses this clamp to grasp an arm or leg. Once he has a firm grip, the abortionist pulls hard in order to tear the limb from the baby's body. One by one, the rest of the limbs are removed, along with the intestines, the spine, and the heart and lungs. Usually the most difficult part of the procedure is extracting the baby's head, which is about the size of a large plum at 20 weeks. The head is grasped and crushed. The abortionist knows he has crushed the skull when a white substance comes out of the cervix. This was the baby's brains. The abortionist then removes skull pieces. He removes the placenta and any leftover parts of the baby with a curette, scraping the lining of the uterus for any remaining tissue. The abortionist then collects the baby parts and reassembles them to make sure that there are 2 arms, 2 legs, and all the pieces. Once all the parts have been accounted for, the abortion is complete. For the woman, this procedure carries a significant risk of major complications, including perforation or laceration of the uterus or cervix, with possible damage to the bowel, bladder, and other maternal organs. Infection and hemorrhage can also occur, which can even lead to death. Future pregnancies are also at greater risk for loss or premature delivery due to abortion-related trauma and injury to the cervix.